What's up, everybody? This is Chris Richardson. I am on the streets of London with LazaMusic.com. About to take you on a little journey, answer some questions, give you a little insight into Chris Richardson's life.
Can you smile for me? Show those pretty teeth. Blow my mind again if you miss me.
What type of student was I at school? I was a student that studied for like 30 minutes and then just was like, man, I'm just gonna guess. And I just happened to be blessed a little bit to be smart, I guess. So I just I got through it. But no, I was a diligent student. I went to college for 2 years, but then I just sort of was more or less intrigued by music and by the music business in general. So it was like one of those things where I'm like, I love school, I want to get a degree, but I got to follow, my dream, man. I got to get to where I need to be, my happiness. Before I started doing music, I worked as a personal trainer at Bally's. I worked in a pro shop. I used to sell like different vitamins and supplements and stuff like that. And then I went to college, started playing football, came back on a summer break and started working at Hooters. I ended up starting to manage that same Hooters while playing football. At the same time I was working at Hooters, I was going to the studio every single night. Every single night I was going to the studio. I was working with Timbaland. Everybody from the Virginia Beach area I was just trying to tap into because it's such it's got so much talent there. And for me, man, I just knew that there was just some point that I had to break away from, whether it was school, whether it was college, whether it was trying to aspire to be a pro football player. I had to push all that aside, and I just kept grinding, and I did Idol.
I've been so many places in my life and time.
Got off Idol and grinded for 3 years and got signed with Cash Money. And that's just proof that if you keep working your ass off, if you keep grinding, you keep doing something you love to do, then you're gonna get to where you need to be in some type of happiness, one or the other. So.
Hey, just wanna say hey. Don't mean to be rude, no. Don't mean to think about you all night long.
I've been making music for so many years that I've compilated so many songs and so many different, situations that I've been through in my life, and for me, music is constantly evolving. So basically, these moments of clarity really are just moments of growth, of evolving. Whether it's been love, whether it's been love lost, whether it's been life lost, whether it's been friends that have went through certain situations, whether it's been drunk driving accidents that have inspired a story, or whether it's been, there's many type of things, man. Anything can sort of play into a song, and the album has some really deep moments to it, where it talks about some situations that are really deep and relatable to people. And then, it's very open too and relatable in the sense where I have fun. The first song I ever did was with Teddy Riley, and it was called Rolling Stone.
Yep.
And it's just relatable in the sense where it really talks about not sort of the cheesiness of perseverance or anything like that, but more or less, how someone that wants something keeps going for it, until they get it. And not only that, there's moments on the album where I have bonus tracks. Like I have a song called Sober Reality, and I don't know if it's going to go on the album or not, but it's more or less about a drunk driving accident and how it affects not only the person that is the drunk driver, but it also affects the families and the people that that they harmed or that they possibly killed. So I think moments like that mean a lot. Oh man, the first album, I'd have to say Michael Jackson. Thriller is one of those records that I listened to when I was younger, and it was like captivating to me. It was like intriguing to me, and I think that was just that era that I was going through. That was just like, that was it. Bad just came out, and I was like, oh my God, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. And of course, Michael Jackson inspires a lot of people. But for me, he really had an impact as into the decision to actually continue on with wanting to learn more about music when I was younger. So that was definitely one of the full albums I listened to. But there's many more that I'm influenced by, man. It's not even just in the R&B pop world, It's Eric Clapton, it's the Eagles, it's Southern rock and roll. My dad listened to that growing up. Frank Sinatra, so much soul, like Donny Hathaway. If I could put this album in a box, man, it would have to be a mashup of so many of those influences, Well, collecting, it really, collecting started out as like a freestyle. Me and my homie Glenn Perkins actually wrote the song together, co-produced it together. It was one of those songs that sort of just came together really quick, and we knew that it was a record that we really were gonna love because me and him were the only ones that worked on that record. We didn't go outside to any other big producers or anything like that. We just kept everything in-house, even to the video. I directed the video. This song I feel like is a really great introduction to the world for me, because I was so hands-on with it that I think that it'll really give people a sort of I don't know, it'll give them a view as to who I am. So I'm really excited to get that out more or less than anything else. Oh man, Busta, man, that dude is a good dude, man. He's just he's very humble, and he's very, very, very hungry constantly. He's always in the studio, just like I am, man. And I think when I see that, even coming from such a legend like Busta, it's influencing, man. It really is. It's like mad influencing. So it's like whenever you see someone that has that legendary status within this music business, really, grinding day in and day out, you know, you continue to be inspired.
It's that YMCMB shit. You don't see the new motherfucking made men in this bitch? It's like the Casino movie, motherfucker. That's what this shit is like. I'll try to stay serious.
He has actually laid down a verse on one of my songs, and you know, we're constantly just creating, man. So who knows, man? You can see him on the album. Who knows?
And what's this verse like? He's laid down on one of your songs.
Oh man, this guy's amazing. Just imagine Busta Rhymes times a million. This guy's just like to the sky and beyond with his creativity. So I mean, you can only expect Busta when you ask for Busta to be on a record. Man, I haven't actually. I haven't been to every single one, but I have been invited. I remember the one I did go to. She had it at the Paramount, and they closed the whole Paramount down, and it was turned into a circus. Yeah, it was turned into a circus, man, and it was just crazy. She's just like and she also is just a very beautiful and sweet woman, and yep, that was a bad one. Yeah.
For you I'm putting up a fight, and it's crazy how I'm thinking about you all the time. Tell my name or you show me that you really mine. Stevie Wonder about how, yeah, they say that love is blind, but I see it all.
Collecting is good.